Hello everyone and welcome back to our Ace-Educate channel. In the last video, we have discussed the first 75 questions of Karnataka State 2022 English Literature paper. In today's video, we will be continuing with the remaining questions and analyze them one by one. For your convenience, we have prepared a PDF of the complete analysis with the detailed answer of today's session. If you want to download, you can click the link given below in the description box. You can download that video. Okay. So if you have not watched our previous video, do check those out. Here you can click on the I button. We have covered the Karnataka State 2023 English Literature Paper 2, which will help you to understand the exam trends better. So let's begin for today's session. We will continue with the 76th question number. Here it is. In a quasi-experimental design, what is the key difference compared to a true experimental design? So the correct answer for this question is lack of randomization. The defining difference between a true experimental design and a quasi-experimental design is the absence of random assignments of the participants to the control and experimental groups. While quasi-experiment still involve the manipulation of an independent variable to observe its effect. The non-random assignment makes it more difficult to rule out confounding variables and establish a clear causal relationship. Okay. So the why other options are incorrect? Why? Because random assignment of the participant. This is a key feature of true experimental design, not a key difference. Use of control and experimental groups. Both true and quasi-experimental design can use experimental and control the groups. Manipulation of an independent variable. This is a type of a feature. This is a type of feature of both types of experimental design. So next we have question number 77. Which type of research question aims to explore the relationship between two or more variables without implying a causal relationship? So the correct answer is correlation research. It is designed to identify the strength and direction of relationship between two or more variables. It can show that relationship exists, but it cannot prove that one variable caused a change in another. That's why it's a correct answer. Descriptive. This type of research aims to describe the characteristics of a population or a phenomena. Casual and comparative. This approach seeks to find the cause of existing difference between groups. Experimental. This method is used to establish cause and effect relationship. So next we have question number 78. Which research design involves collecting data from the same participants at multiple times point to study the changes over time? So the correct answer for this is a longitudinal study. It is a research design that involves repeated observations of the same variables over short or long period of time. This allows researchers to track development and change. Cross-sectional, this design collects data from the population a single point in a time. Case study, it is an in-depth study of a single case. Correlation, this refers to a type of relationship between variables, not a research designed for studying change over a time. That's why the correct answer is longitudinal approach. Next, we have question number 79. In a qualitative interview, what is probing question used for? So the correct answer is to explore the topics in depth. Probing questions are follow-up questions used by an interviewer to encourage the interviewee to provide more detailed and elaborated answers. They are essential for gaining a deeper understanding of a participant's experience and perspective. So why these options are incorrect? Because to close the interview, it is not a correct answer. Why? Because closing an interview typically involves summary statement and expression of thanks. To obtain a brief answer, it is also not correct answer because when probes are designed to elicit the longer and more detailed response. To confirm the participant bias, it is also not correct answer. Why? Because a researcher might be aware of the potential biases. The purpose of probe is to explore the participant's viewpoint, not to confirm the preconceived notion of bias. Next, we have question number 80. What is the purpose of conducting literature review in research process? So the correct answer for this question is to establish theoretical framework. A literature review is a critical survey of the existing scholarly work on a particular topic. Its primary purpose is to establish the theoretical framework and context of the research, identify gaps in existing knowledge, and provide a rationale for the current study. While it can also help to generate the hypothesis and summarize the findings, its most fundamental role is to situate the research within a broader scholarly conversation. So, to identify potential research participants, this is not a primary purpose of literature review. To generate research hypothesis, or literature review can help in generating hypothesis, but it is not a main purpose of the product. To summarize the research finding, is part of the literature review process, but not its ultimate process or purpose. Okay. So, question number 81: which among the following is the best of the morality plays? So, the correct answer is Everyman. Everyman is the most famous and widely studied of the medieval morality plays. It is an allegorical drama which the character of Everyman is summoned by death and must account for his life. The play's powerful themes of morality, salvation, and the importance of good deeds have ensured its enduring appeal. So, Vice is a stock character in morality plays, not a play itself. The Devil. The Devil is a character in many morality plays. The Three Marys, a title more associated with mystery play cycles. Okay, so this is 82. Age cannot wither her nor custom style her infinite variety. These lines are about Cleopatra are uttered by whom? So the correct answer is Barbus. Barbus. This famous description of Cleopatra is spoken by Antonius' loyal friend soldier Barbus in Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, Act 2, Scene 2. Enobarbarus is describing Cleopatra's captivating and ever-changing charm to a group of Roman soldiers. So next we have question number 83. Which blank verse play among the following is considered to be Dryden's masterpiece? The correct answer for this question is All for Love or The Word Well Lost 1677 is John Dryden's most famous acclaimed play and a classical example of restoration tragedy. Written in blank verse, it is retelling of the story of Antony and Cleopatra, but in a more neoclassical style than Shakespeare version. So why other options are incorrect? Because they not. Uh, huh. Next we have question number 84. The Cenci is considered to be the dramatic masterpiece of. The correct answer is P.B. Shelley. The Cenci is five-act verse tragedy by P.B. Shelley, written in 1819, based on true story of incest and parricide in 16th century Italy. It is considered Shelley's finest dramatical work. Next, 85. Which of the following plays of G.B. Shaw is witty and highly entertaining study of class distinction? The correct answer is Pygmalion. It is one of the best and popular play of G.B. Shaw. It tells the story of phonetics professor Henry Higgins, who makes a bet that he can transform a Konkani flower girl, Eliza Doolittle, into a lady. The play is sharp and witty satire on British class system and social importance of language. So next we have question number 86. The presence of what is felt sometimes as a fearsome, relentless enemy and sometimes as a kind confronter in Synge's play. The correct answer is nature. The plays of John Millington Synge are deeply rooted in the landscape and culture of rural Ireland. In his work, nature is a powerful and ambivalent force. It can be harsh and unforgiving, as in Riders to the Sea, but it can also be a source of beauty, freedom, and spiritual solace, as in the Playboy of the Western world. So next we have question number 87. The greatest exponent in English of the expressionist drama is Eugenie O'Neill is the person who was influenced by European expressionist movement in plays such as The Emperor Jones and The Hairy Ape. He used non-realistic techniques such as distorted settings, stylized acting, and dream sequence to explore the inner psychological state of his characters. 88. King Oedipus rescues Thebes from the curse of the Sphinx. In Sophocles' tragedy, Oedipus writes the city of Thebes is being plagued by Sphinx, a monstrous creature who kills anyone who cannot answer her riddle. Oedipus saves the city by solving the riddle, and as a reward, he has made king of Thebes. So next we have question number 89. Who is recipient of Jnanapith Award, the highest literary honor conferred on an Indian? So the correct answer is Girish Karnad. He was a major figure in modern Indian theatre. He was awarded with the Jnanapith Award in 1998 for his contribution to literature. He was most prolific playwright, actor, and director who wrote primarily in Kannada. 90. Who established the Black Arts Repertory Theatre in Harlem? Correct answer is Imamu Amiri Baraka. In 1965, the poet playwright Amiri Baraka founded the Black Arts Repertory Theatre in Harlem. It was the artistic wing of Black Arts movement which sought to create a new and revolutionary black aesthetic. 91. One of the following is considered to be Geoffrey Chaucer's magnum opus. The correct answer is the Canterbury Tales. It is the most famous work by Geoffrey Chaucer. It is a collection of stories told by a group of pilgrims on their way to Canterbury, and it provides a vivid and wide-ranging portrait of medieval English. So next we have question number 92. Shakespeare's sonnet from 1 to 126 seem to be addressed to a young man. The first 126 of Shakespeare's 154 sonnets are addressed to fair youth, a young man of a great beauty and high social standing. The sonnet explores the themes of love, beauty, time, and immortality, and they urge the young man to marry and have children to preserve his beauty. His lady love sonnets are addressed from 127 to 152. They are addressed to Dark Lady. He never wrote for his wife and his fair friend. The fair youth is the correct word for the uh, Spenser. Next is Spenser's epic The Fairy Queen honors Queen Elizabeth I, idealized by him as a. So the correct answer is Gloronia. In Edmund Spenser's allegorical epic The Fairy Queen, the character of Gloronia, the Queen of Fairyland, is a representation of Queen Elizabeth I. The knights in the poem undertake quests in her honor, and she embodies the virtue of a perfect monarch. Next, 94. Satire is one of the most common aspects of poetry during the time. One of the following poet is John Dryden. John Dryden was a leading figure of Restoration period. an age known for its witty and satirical literature. Dryden himself was a master of satire, as seen in the poems like Absalom and Mac Falcon. Samuel Butler is he was also 17th century satirist, but he was not a dominant figure as uh, John Dryden. Matthew Arnold, he was a Victorian poet and critic, and Fletcher, he was a Jacobean playwright. 95. Elegy written in Country Churchyard is uh, one of the best known lyric poems by Thomas Gray. This poem was written by Thomas Gray in 1751. He was a 18th century English poet. It is a meditative poem which have the themes of death, mortality, and lives of the common people. Next is match the followings. J.C. Coleridge, The Rime of Ancient Mariner; William Wordsworth, The Prelude; T.B. Shelley, Ode to the West Wind; and John Keats, Ode to the Nightingale. Identify the poet who is associated with pre-flight movement. Dante Gabriel Rossetti was the founding member of Pre-Flight Brotherhood, a group of English painters, poets, and critics in 1848. His poetry, like his paintings, is known for its sensuousness, medievalism, and detailed symbolism. So next we have question number 98. The American poet to receive 4 Pulitzer Prize for his poetry. So the Robert Frost is the correct answer for this. He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for poetry 4 times. In 1924, New Hemisphere, a poem with notes and grace notes. In 1931, collected poems. In 1937, a further range. And in 1943, a witness tree. The Indian poet who used to use the rich Indian heritage of myth and folklore and converted popular stories from Ramayana and Mahabharata and the Puranas into English verse. The correct answer is Toru Datta. Toru Datta was a pioneering figure in Indian English literature. In her 1882 collection, Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan, she retold the stories from Indian mythology and folklore in English verse, making them accessible to wider audience. The last question of this session, that is 100. Name the first autobiography that brought fame to Maya Angelou. The correct answer is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. 1969 is the first of Maya Angelou's 7 autobiographies. It tells the stories of her childhood and adolescence, and it has an immediate critical commercial success, bringing her international recognition. So that concludes our analysis of the remaining questions from the Karnataka Set 2024 English Literature paper. I hope this discussion helps you understand the exam pattern and important topics to focus on. If you would like to revise these questions and answers at your own pace, don't forget that the detailed PDF for this analysis is available in the description box. You can download it and you can support us. And also the full analysis, in the sense first 200 question is also available in the description box. You can check out that. Also do check out part 1, part 2, part 3 of this series and our analysis on the 23 paper for complete and effective preparation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe for exam oriented content. Thank you for watching and best wishes for your preparation.